Whew. Bit chilly out here. Finally back again to a new place. A bit. Why it's fucking dark? What? Why it's so dark? Huh? That's so weird. Oh, can I brighten this up? I don't know. That's crazy. I don't think it's supposed to be this dark. Anyway, welcome back again to another video, to another different spot. I'm just trying out different spots, okay, to film my video from now on. My talking, my yapping, my review, and as you can see, yes, welcome to my Shark Team bed. I don't know, bunk bed, room, I don't know. Anyway, I think we just immediately go straight to the point, right? What I want to talk about today is that I just recently finished the first season of True Detective, and I really loved it. I enjoyed it, and it sucked. It sucks. It's sad because I never know about this series until like a couple years ago, and the only reason why I kind of don't watch it is because I just don't really like to watch series. You know, sometimes it's just too long. Sometimes it's like, you're stuck with one series, one season. You have to follow to the next season, right? Season 2, season 3. Thankfully, this is an anthology series, so I'm kind of glad, I finally pick it up, right? I finally watched it, I finally finished it, and I really enjoyed it. I'm kind of regret it. I didn't watch it like when this series was released to the public, and yeah, and then obviously I think like how long is this? Is it to be like 10 years? I forgot. Like when was it released? I think it was like 2014 or something like that, right? Yeah, it's an old series. I heard a lot of people talk about great things about this series, this TV show, and sadly not with the other season. So I don't know if I'm going to watch the next couple seasons, because I know it's an anthology, so it's different stories, different cast of characters, right? Different, I think, different directors, but I think it's like the same writer, which is Nick Pizzolatto, I think that's his name. I'm sorry if I messed up his name. And the first season is directed by Cary Joji Fukunaga, which I only know him from No Time to Die, which I thought that movie is pretty good. Like overall, it's pretty good. Yeah, there are some stuff that I kind of don't like, but obviously this review is not about the James Bond movie, right? Anyway, I enjoy his direction, and it's kind of surprising that even with the same writer, like the second season, a lot of people seem to hate it. The third season, some people say that it's back to the roots, it's getting good again. And the fourth season, I think it's not him as the writer, and I think it's just everyone kind of, like the majority, kind of don't like the new series, the new season, which is like, what was the name? Night Country or something like that. It was Jodie Foster, right? Anyway, yeah. So in this first season, it stars Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson. That's his name? Yeah, Woody Harrelson. I kind of forgot his name, but it is such an interesting duo, because Woody Harrelson, I know he's like the goofy guy. He's like the guy who's like in a movie where he's like always cracking, well, not always, but he's cracking jokes. He's the silly guy. He's the like you couldn't take him seriously, I know him from Zombieland, Now You See Me, and then I think as times goes on, he started to play more and more serious role, like in this series, in the season, right? In the show, and also in War of the Planet of the Apes. Is that the name? Yeah, War of the Planet of the Apes. I'm pretty sure he's the villain there, right? I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he is the villain there. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. My mind's a bit messy, and I sometimes have a hard time of remembering stuff, but I'm pretty sure that was Woody Harrelson as the villain. I know he plays Cletus Cassidy, which I think a lot of people also don't like. I mean, I honestly kind of surprised that he got cast as Cletus Cassidy. Like it, even I'm not a comic reader. Even I feel it's quite like a miscast. Like it's weird. But again, it's Woody Harrelson, right? In this show, he's serious. Some days he's goofy, but most of the time he's actually acting really well. Same goes for Matthew McConaughey, his partner Russ. Woody plays Martin, while Matthew plays Rustin Cole. And basically, these two detectives is dealing with a case that they thought they finished it, but turns out in the present, like there's another case that happens again that is very similar to the old case. So the question is, is this a copycat killer, or do they fucked up, and do they actually put the guilty one, the person who done it, to the jail? Maybe it turns out it's not even there, it's not even him, it's not even the person who did it. Turns out it's actually he's just an innocent man, and you just throw him into prison for what, right? Or maybe one of the detectives becomes a serial killer. And honestly, I'm not going to spoil this show. I'm just going to talk about the broad strokes of it. So there is no spoiler in this review, because if you haven't watched it, I want you to watch it. And I don't want to ruin the fun, the twist, the reveal, and stuff like that. I don't really have any problem with the show, honestly. I enjoy it from the first episode to the final episodes. And I really like how that there's almost not a single character that you can connect or relate to. Most of the people here are realistic. They're not like your simple fantasy of he's a good guy, he's kind, he's good to everyone, he's the patient guy, right? But actually, it's realistic. It's Martin's a good guy, but he's also pretty much an unlikable asshole in a way. He's a terrible man, but he's still a good person, if you get what I mean. Yeah, he does some terrible stuff, right? He actually does some terrible stuff in this series, but he's still a detective, and at the end of the day, he's going to try to find the killer. I guess the worst. I guess it's the worst sinner, I guess you could say, right? And yeah, I really like that. I'm kind of glad that the show took some of the characters seriously, and not just be this guy is the usually in a detective story there's a archetype, right? It's always two agents, two detectives. Most of the time, majority of the time, one is the social guy. It's the charmer. It's the agent, the detective who friendly with everyone. Sociable. They can talk to people, get some information. And the other is the depressed guy, the antisocial, the psychopath, the sociopath guy, right? The one that rarely talks, and it's you have this contrasting personality that makes the show and the characters interesting. This happened as well in this show, but I like how even with that, both of these characters are unlikable people. And I mostly, for me, I guess, I don't know about other people, but I relate, I guess you could say I like Russ more than Martin or Marty. Russ, I don't know, Russ did some terrible stuff. He's also an asshole, but I don't know. If you watch this show, I think you will agree that Russ is a much better, I guess, good, more good, better person than his partner, which is Marty. Again, and then there's Michelle Monaghan. She's played Maggie, the wife to Marty, and I'm just gonna say I think she's that character that, likable, but again, she does something in this show that makes me kind of like, damn, you're almost 100% good person, but that one action kind of fucks your character a bit. I understand the reason why she does it, but I don't know. It's like it makes me not sympathizable to her, but I still like empathizable to. I don't know. It kind of makes me like It kind of makes me like I don't like her anymore. You know what I mean? But again, I 100% understand what is she trying to do, right? Because it's all because of Marty basically. Marty did stuff that makes her do terrible stuff. I like that, but again, it's like, damn, it's like holy shit. I guess it's like wow, like it makes it a bad person can ruin or affects a good person's, right? Uh, it's just crazy. That whole one thing just makes me kind of don't like her character. But again, at the end of the day, she's definitely the like one of the good guys, I guess you could say. You know what I mean? And then there's the before that, I guess let's talk about the one thing that I kind of don't like from this show, which I think a lot of people will probably kind of see this as like a nitpick, because I don't really like the switching perspective, the switching time frame of the show, where it's like, oh, it's the present time and now it's the past time, because this show has two timelines. It has the present and it has the past. I don't know if it's like the editing or the placement of the scenes. Sometimes it makes sense, but most of the not most of the time, but it kind of makes, I don't know, it kind of like ruined the pacing of the show a bit for me. Again, the show itself is like a slow burn. It's slow. Basically, it's pretty slow. It's 8 episodes in total, and each of the episodes is like almost close to 1 hour. It's like 55-minute ish. It's pretty slow, and it's just like, damn. And then you have this couple early episodes, not couple even. I think it's like most of the early episode have this like, changing perspective, changing timeline, and it kind of ruined the pacing for me. It kind of makes the show a bit confusing, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just my problem, right? Maybe I'm the only one who feels that way, and the other people just doesn't feel, as the same as I did, right? Again, that's my only nitpick, honestly. I don't really have any problem other than that, like, so yeah, that's what I mean. Like, there's this two new detective that is on the present day that, like has this case that basically very similar to what happened at the past to the case that Rusty and Martin handles. Those two detectives is also like part of the good guys. Also, there's Shea Wiggum. Is that how you pronounce his name? I'm sorry if I pronounce his name wrong. This is the guy who plays in Mission Impossible. He's one of the old guys, and I kind of like his character after like he's a priest or evangelist, I guess you could say, and basically there's something happened that makes him like question his faith and his beliefs and his whole meaning in life, which I really enjoy. I really like it. It's, I don't know. I don't want to spoil it, but I don't know, to see the change and to see like what happened, like what he discovered and stuff like that, like the reason why he quits, is, it's deep. I guess you could say that it's quite deep. I don't know. I enjoyed his performance, and I think he's like also one of those people in this show that's like truly good at the heart. I feel that he's a good character, but who knows? Maybe it turns out, maybe I missed a couple clues that turns out he's one of the villain or something. I don't know, right? But again, I enjoy his performance. Honestly, there's not a single one that I'll say that the performance is bad. I actually enjoy all, the performance here. I don't think there's any moment where some of the performance like taken me aback, you know what I mean? Like ruined my immersion to the series. I think it's fine. Again, set design amazing. I also love how the show itself doesn't feel scared to, you know, obviously it doesn't show gratuitous stuff, but when there's gore, when there's, you know, when a crime scene happens, the crime scene photos, it feels realistic. It doesn't feel like it's, you know, it doesn't feel like the movie or the upper hand, you know what I mean? Like the upper people trying to censor the movie out, right? I like how it's still gritty, realistic, and not shying away from the dark, you know, things that happen in this world. Some people are monsters, and I'm glad that the show didn't hide from it. I like that. And honestly, I don't really have anything again, like, to say other than it's a really good show. It's a really good season. I don't know if I'm going to watch the second, the third, or the fourth season, because it seems like a lot of people felt like disappointed, and it seems like a lot of people say that the fourth season is just, you know, the best one. So yeah, at the end of the day, I really enjoy this season, this show. I think I know I'm trying to shy away of giving it like 0.5, but right now it kind of makes me want to give it a 9.5. But since I couldn't give it a 9.5, I'm gonna give this, you know what, a 10 out of 10. I really like this series. I really like the show, and it's definitely one of my most favorite show out there. It's a 10 out of 10. I enjoy the show. I felt it doesn't feel like it's a chore to watch it, and I actually am interested in the mystery and who's the murderer behind the case. Marty and Rusty, such an amazing character. I really love their dynamic, their relationship, their chemistry. It's just really good. And yeah, I'm kind of glad like I saw this series that shows, like, you know, a gritty, realistic, I guess you could say, crime that is not censored, or that is not like too scared, you know what I mean? It's kind of reminds me a lot of like Seven, like the old days. I don't know, man, like like I've watched Seven, Zodiac, like those type of crime stuff that are still brave enough to do, you know, like stuff that like Blumhouse wouldn't dare to do. I mean, we all know Blumhouse with their PG-13 slop horror film, right? Horror movies, right? Again, I'm glad they didn't, you know, pull any punches. Like they didn't like hide away, you know what I mean? And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Honestly, there's not much else that I want to talk about other than, yeah, that's it. It's already long enough for review. Thank you guys for watching, and yeah, see you guys on the next video. Oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe, of course. Click the notification bell, comment, share the video if you like the video if you enjoy it. Watching me in this new setup, talking about True Detective Season 1. It's a really good show. I really enjoyed it. I didn't regret it at all. Thank God it's not, you know, it's not like Stranger Things or Alien Earth. God. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you on the next one. And goodbye to you too. Damn shark.